Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Adam, Becca, Marty, Safe. We got a market that is in sync on the long side with a target of 134, and we got an entry, potential entry of 76 on a pullback. Yeah. So I'm gonna post an order right here at 76 if I can get it. All right. Well, that worked just fine. And I didn't realize I didn't have a target on or ATM. I just had the order. So the market hit me for a little bit better than 10 points on that rotation. Very nice, very nice. First trade of the day. Let's go, baby, let's go. And that happened so quick. And now you're getting a whole lot more. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning. So let's take a quick look here. The market is separating and heading toward harmony zone number, um, actually separating away from harmony zone number one, target 134. 134. Pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis. We're breaking the 100. We're at the top end of the Globex band, and the expectation is a bit of a buying interest. Man, that one, I don't think that would have been a big one, man. It'd be a nice one. Targets are 134. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Damn. It's going to get there. I don't know if anybody jumped in on that trade, but basically you got everything kind of lined up. And I'll tell you why that pullback was a viable one for me. Next target is 159, by the way. Look what the market is doing. So you had a captain set up long on the 50, and we broke the middle of the range on that first opening range. Then the market between 8 to 8:30 is making this opening range. Then they come in at that 76. 76 is the first touch of the middle of the range on that time frame. So my stop is like literally like 10 points into this captain setup, and then I'm looking for a burst of energy. So what's happening here is we have separation away from the opening range, which is a good positive behavior. We'll see if it holds. Pullbacks need to hold between 100 and 76. So now they're gonna pull it back. But you have this captain set up and that switch trade and that whole range between 100 to 40, which is 60-point range, to really protect price action. I mean, obviously the trade had a whole lot more to offer. I took 10 points and it from, let's call it 76, 80, that's 50, almost 60 points. So we have two switch trades in a row right here. So there's a chance that we'll play around with that 100. I'm looking for pullbacks to buy into this market. Not necessarily. I mean, it's starting off with a separation, Adam. I mean, that's a good thing. I wouldn't be too pessimistic about this market, man. Well, the range is tight. The overnight range is very tight. I mean, I give you that, but The market is in sync on the long side with a target of 159 and a nice burst of energy supported by a structure between 100 and basically a 60-point structure called the captain setup switch trade. Support is 100 and support is 76. And those are the two areas where the market needs to hold. So we're looking for these pullbacks to buy into this market with that big 159 as an area of interest, as a target. Where would we be concerned? Under 100, really, I need to be careful. I have a 76 as an area that needs to hold. I mean, they're putting a captain setup short right here, so we'll see how they're going to handle it. It's in the middle of the range, which typically those fail, but we'll see. Yeah, here you go. It's 129. That's an odd one here, but the odds are we're gonna break it higher. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. Those are tend to fail like that. Whenever you're in the middle of the range like this, most of the time they fail. And long is the way to go, right? Target is 159 coming up, and boom. Let's go. $159, $129. Now $129 is a bit of support. I'm just gonna see if I can get that order right here. 130, 126, 126, 116, 106. Damn it. Switch trade. I'm gonna go flat on this, and oh man, they picked me off. It needed to push. See that? Needed to push. And now it's going to be a captain setup. Damn it. So this should be a 10-point profit, but I mean, I can get back into that trade, but I don't know. It just looks a little bit weak here. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it looks a little bit weak. All right. So they're putting the captain set up short here and running it up, and they're putting the captain set up long, and then they're selling it. A failed captain set up into a switch trade, and the market is pushing lower and testing harmony zone number 1 potentially. Then I mean, the 76 has to kind of be an area that the market can hold. $16, 26, 36. Okay. Target is 159.75. We are almost there. Pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis, and target is hit. Next target is 184.75. All right, I'm gonna look for a pullback. I mean, you got a bunch of places, 142, 143. They're putting on a switch trade here. Big profit come from big vision. Target is 184 and 75. Let's take a look at ES. Solid. We're trading above Globex. Not a lot of momentum, but you have a lot of distribution between the 80 to the 90. But so far, well, yep. Good for them. Canceling that order. Strong in Q, yep. I'm looking for the longs. I mean, just if you really kind of look closely at what the market did here, ultimately that looks more like a captain setup long on the 200 NT Rinko, with that one candle up, down, then the fourth one is closed. It didn't close. It closed up, but not completing that signal. And then the overnight session made this a captain setup long. So really, that's kind of what you're dealing with here. So we have Globex at 181 for yesterday. Yesterday's Globex 181. They're pushing. Next target 184.75. You gotta switch trades, so you're getting a market that's it's trying to go up. Huh. That was one. All right, so we got 4 minutes, 4 minutes to the top of the hour. So at the top of the hour, Gillespie speaks. We have 9:30 crude oil inventory report. And what else after that? Yeah, we have the FOMC minutes today, later on. So we're heading toward our target 184, and pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis. We'll reevaluate the longs if we break really under 125, but right now this is a grindy stair-step price action. About to hit target. If we're looking at this, like we're right at Globex from yesterday, and then you have a whole lot of resistance into the 200 and that 250. The market is in sync on the long side, but we're coming in into an area where price can struggle a little bit. I'm looking for the pullbacks to buy into this market. And here comes 9 o'clock.
Time to get up and go.
I mean, they could put a captain set up short here and pull it back. Ooh, nope. Hit the target, and now they put the switch trade. I mean, they put the captain setup. So I'm looking for a pullback to buy into, but I was a bit forceful. I mean, three switch trades in a row. Then you got this captain setup pulling the price structure lower. Nah. 76. We hit a whole number. So, I mean, we should be expecting a bit of resistance. I'm trying to see if they could pull it back long enough to for me to buy it and either run that stop, and you're looking at target of 209, which we're coming up. Speed, range, and behavior. Speed, I would say moderate. Range is expanding. Behavior is long. Pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis, and we have targets 30s and 60s and above it. Uh, do you end up getting short, Adam? I don't know if you took that 175 you said or not. Okay. Yeah, we're about. I mean, we're hitting a whole number here. 200. You almost have to have a bigger pullback. It's like a 83, 93. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. I'll be back. Oh yes, yes, yes. Next target is 234. I'm telling you, man, this market is long, baby. Pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis, hitting target number 4 and very close to our swing trade target of 234.75. Pullbacks are viable. Yeah, this market is not, it's not short, buddy. 26 coming up, and the market is in charge. The longs are in charge here. I'm trying to be patient. I mean, I understand this price action. Okay, so no 26. That's a bit of an issue. I mean, maybe there's a bit of topping behavior against that target, and the new target is at 35. I'm still looking for the longs, but we may go into a consolidation here. There you go. So if they take out this captain setup, which they look like they are, that's going to be the beginning of a consolidation. I'm still looking for rallies to short into. Pullbacks to go long into, and they're evaluating the longs. You got a couple of spots. Obviously, the 200 is a big deal. It's a whole number, but the 170 is a bigger deal. So the 170 needs to hold. Okay, so the market's out of sync here with that little sell-off. Testing harmony zone number one. Now, still the overall behavior is long, but we're going into this period of consolidation. So, it's a two-sided market. There's some shorts that will be active here. And the key was this captain setup into it needed to get to the 26 and above, and the market just kind of got faded. So that's literally like almost like the first pullback since this massive move. So they're buying it, which is typical. We'll wait for the next trade. All right. Yeah, I think what's going on, Adam, is the fading part is a challenge for most traders, right? So now the market is in sync on the long side. Let's see here. They're making a lower highs. I mean, we don't want to see 81. So any buy here has to have an 04. Gonna do 96. See if we can get to 96. Yeah, they're holding it. One question I ask myself all the time, Adam, is am I consistent and or am I precise? I need to be consistent and precise. So are we doing, in one day one thing and the other day another thing? Then you go into your data and look at what trades are the most profitable and what trades are the most costly for you. And that's where I make a lot of adjustments. Like, okay, the ones are not working out. Typically, they are in a very specific environment. For example, when the market was running up, saw a lot of places where the market was getting a bit tired, and I would have been going short, but I started to filter those trades out because they're against the system. System is long, and that would be considered a WTF trade. And I was like, okay, those trades are the ones that costing me the most amount of money. So let me just get rid of them. So that's the process, really. You have to I have to constantly look at my behavior and the market, and look at what's working and what's not, and just kind of stick with what's working. So there's a bunch of stops really here under the 200. So we'll see if they can flush it. And here we go, they're flushing it. See how far they flush it though. You have 06 and 96. It's a problem if they rally it here. Yeah, I gotta cancel. It's on 09. Yep, 09. So I gotta wait now. I had it at 96, but it's just the 09 is what worked. on, baby. Let's go. So how's everybody doing, by the way? Hey, Adam struggled in coming back. Becca, Sheila, Marty, how we doing? YouTube. How is Becca doing? That's excellent. That's excellent. Yeah, I mean, it's a long and it's grinding long. It's not too volatile either. It's just a stair step grind. I just need to take more trades in it. I mean, we're identified it for what it was, a long market. Took that first trade, made nice. I took the second trade. I flattened that trade, but my stop would never have hit. So that's another winner. But I took a flat on that. So we got one flat, one winner. In a market like this, I just need to take more trades. Hey, Ola, trades, how are you, buddy? Where you at today? It's 1 and 2. So I mean, we're going through this consolidation. What we don't want to see from the long perspective is an 84 close. If we get an 84 close, that will set the stage up for a captain setup short on the 100 NT Rinko, and that would be significant because location. Because that captain setup would be sitting right on Globex of yesterday. Then rallies are shortable at that point on a scalping basis into the 60s and the 40s, and you may end up with a reversal in the market. And you're starting to see a little bit of nibbling going on the short side, and that potential is real at 184 and a quarter. Okay. Exactly, the 184 and a quarter. So why? Because it produces a captain setup on the 100. What happens after we get there? We have to look for a rally and a lower high and an actual signal so we could measure the risk for a cheaper trade. Because if we get to 184 and I just take that trade right there, then my stop is the high of that formation, which is way up there. It's like 230. So that's almost like a 50-point stop, and I don't want to take that. So I just have to get a rally, and look for one. Switch trade right here. I mean, the market is in sync on the long side, but you know, it's just one of those things that we have to. Oh, 595. This is a problematic. Yeah, that move right here problematic. It's 97.07. Yeah, we may get down here. Yep. See if they get to the '07. Yep. Yeah, we're about to produce a captain setup. I mean, we're very, very close to it. It's not there, but we're very, very close. Market would be out of sync at that point. Speed, range, and behavior. Speed is slow. Range is contracting. Behavior is more long than shorts, but we're getting this pocket of price action that's challenging the price action. We need a close under 84, or otherwise we may end up hitting all the way back up to 234. Like, you know, in the next few candles here, we need this to happen. 99. Damn it. 99. Okay, so 99. Here it comes. All right, we got ourselves a captain set up short on the 100 NT Renko. Now, that doesn't mean automatically I go short. That means I need to be looking for a short on rallies. We have support at harmony zone number 1 and zone number 2. So we need like a push higher and then we'll look at price action. $160 is an area where the market can go to. I mean, they're grinding it lower. We're not getting a rally back up. We'll see. Man, price action slow. $96.06. I mean, I guess let the market do its thing here. I mean, we have a captain set up short on the 100. I mean, I feel like we need to get short. There we go. Hmm. Really? Hmm. I mean, be honest with you, you would think that. I mean, that captain setup is still solid. I mean, we got the rally, we got the entry point at 205, 206, and the market's just consolidating. You kind of have to break under 184 again, but ultimately, till you break the 224, this market is in consolidation along with this captain setup short. I wouldn't oversize it. I wouldn't trade too many accounts. I mean, it's literally a captain setup short on the 100 NT Rinko, buddy. Like if I want to take a shot on a fade against the trend, it would be a captain setup on 100. It's just we need the price action. So we got the rally. Now we're looking 96s, yeah. Now we're looking for the market to kind of make a lower high. Yeah, that's why I'm not taking it on the 100. I'm using the 100 as a guide. Then I'm coming into the 20 and I'm looking for an entry with a tight stop. Yeah, I mean, I understand the strength of the market, but the market is out of sync. And there's a potential for a short if the market cooperates. 184 is one spot. Um, 90 is another spot if we break it. are producing Captain Setup on the daily. Oh, okay. I haven't looked at that one. Daily. Yeah. Like right here, that 910 is where you want to see the price start to pull back. If we start, just busting through to the 20s, I mean, obviously 20 would be a complete reversal of this. Not complete reversal, but a reversal of the structure. So like right here, the market, whoever is trying to short this market needs to come in right here, right now, and produce an actual push lower. And it's 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna take a break. I'm taking 5-minute break. When am I leaving? I'm actually probably either Friday or Saturday. Like, okay, so we're through the whole week, uh, business as usual. Off. Columbus Day is Monday, so I'm taking Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then I'm coming back Thursday and Friday of the week. So I'm just taking 3 days off. But I'm gonna be there on Friday, like Friday late, Saturday, Sunday. So I'm taking like a 5 days. I got a cabin in Oklahoma. I'm just gonna go kick back there. Hit the casino a couple of times. Eat good, rest, charge up the battery, and come back. Yeah. They don't have poker actually. They have machines and table games like roulette and pagao and blackjack and stuff like that, but they don't have any poker. I hope they bring poker to that place. It's really nice. Like it's very well put together casino. But be honest with you, I'm going for the cabin, the fireplace, nature. Really have a very nice dining. Um, I'm gonna do some fishing. Oh, okay. You're gonna hold that one over my head for life, I think, Adam. Yeah, the days, but just it's always a better idea for my mindset to be like if I'm here in my office at home, my mindset is all business, and my mind is really working. Sometimes you go on a vacation anywhere and then you try to trade. You're just the mindset is half vacation, half work. It doesn't. At least for me, I, I'm I'm just gonna take it easy. Oh no, I know, buddy. I have the scar to prove it, or the scar to remind me of it. I actually need to go and practice. I haven't practiced for some time. I need to go out there and shoot some arrows. You're scarred for life. Yeah, it's. I got a story out of it. That's for damn sure. Oh well, Adam is gonna tell you. I I hunt. I go hunting with bow and arrow. I don't want to. I don't want to scar Becca. I don't know where I have it anyway. I gotta. No, I probably have it here. But anyway, I'm a hunter, so I go hunting with rifle, and I also hunt with bow and arrow. So I have a compound bow, which is a 70-pound draw. It's a very strong bow. So I was practicing one day, and then I put over 100 rounds in that bow. Actually, I put about 4,000 rounds on that set of five uh, arrows, and one of them was, I guess, was getting stressed. So my last draw of the day, I was like, okay, I'm gonna draw one more time and hit my target, and I'm gonna go home. So took that draw and released it, and boom, it sounded like a gunshot that just went off, and the arrow broke next to the fletching, uh, where the feathers are at, and the shaft just went through, and the back end of the shaft went right into my arm, into my hand, and got stuck in there. So made a big old hole in my arm, and I start bleeding all over the place, and everybody freaked out in the place I was practicing at. And it was a big old ordeal. They had to tape me up, and then I had to go to, I had to drive home. I don't want to get an ambulance. I was like, man, it's no big deal. Yeah, I'm bleeding, but it shouldn't be a big deal. I went home, and I showed it to my my parents, and they freaked out. My mom almost passed out, and they just like they didn't care. It's like, okay, you're going to the hospital right now. So I ended up going there, and the doctor, when I got there, she's like, oh my god, what did you just do? That's a big one. And they ended up you know patching me off, but I have a big old scar from it. So let me see if I can find that thing. So that's the summary of that story. I do dangerous things, hence I like trading. I can do that. Let me see here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I want to traumatize you with this picture, but here you go. Sorry ahead of time, but that's how it looks like. Exactly. Yeah, it's no fun. But did that discourage me from going out there again and shooting? Nope. I think I I went like after I healed, I went back there and I did this. Bullseye, bullseye. I I I made a Robin Hood here, an arrow in an arrow. I'm actually pretty decent. Like bullseye, bullseye, Robin Hood, two bullseyes. I was like, man, this is not gonna discourage me at all. I'm gonna go after it. Oh yeah. You can't do it in Apex. That's for damn sure. I have to go into my personal account and do that number. That's crazy right here. How the market just went up to that damn 20 and pulled back. Usually, when they do this, they end up closing above and run. But the fact that we faded right here, if we make another lower high and then crash, 84 is a big deal, then you're going to get a bit of a continuation on the sell side. So that's the story, Becca. Now you know. Market is out of sync. Does sound gross. It's rough, but that's life sometimes. The funny part is when it happened, I was very, very calm because I had to dig that arrow out of my hand first. Then I was like, okay, well, uh, what's my stop loss? What's my target? What's my break even? And how do I get out of this trade? I literally was thinking like that. I was like, because everybody around me was freaking the f out, like literally, it like everybody scattered out of the whole place because they thought there was a gunshot, because it sounded like that. And then I had to pull myself out of the ground because I fell in the ground. And I had to pull that arrow out of my hand. I was like, oh, okay, so let's work this problem out. And people start coming, and they're just, oh my God, oh I can't touch this, and all that shit. Anyway, and a lot of them are like 18 to 25-year-olds, and they're probably not used to seeing a lot of blood, and there was a lot of blood because it was shooting out. Anyway, long story short. So my stop loss was passing out and getting an ambulance. My target was get home in one piece and reevaluate. And I hit my target. Yeah, I mean, people think it's just I like dangerous things, but I skydive, I scuba dive. This may get me in trouble, but I go hunting bears, black bears, with a bow and arrow. I build my own guns. Like the outdoors. Yeah, you're funny. I say live large, Adam. Live large. No fear in life. No fear. What's the worst that gonna happen in life? What's the ultimate stop loss? All right. No big deal. If that's the worst that could gonna happen. Well, I wouldn't be good. Everybody around me would be. Look at these bastards. I mean, they're running the captain setup. I mean, that just something. You rarely see a six-prong captain setup on the 100, and they're deciding to run it over. I mean, they had an opportunity at that 96 to really pull it in, and they barely did. And now they're running it up, hitting target. Now target is 257. I haven't seen something like that for a long ass time. Oh, skydiving, David? Oh, I love skydiving. That was a lot of fun. Scuba diving. I mean, when I went to Rotan, Honduras last year, it's not even last year, it's this year, early on. Um, that was a lot of fun. Like I'll be going to Aruba on in January, so we're gonna go scuba dive there too. Damn, look at that thing, run up. I don't know. Did I show you? I think I showed you guys the pictures of Aruba. Not Aruba, Rotan. I think I did. Man, what a run up like that. You think? I mean, I'd like to see that. I mean, a pullback to 220 can be a bit of 220, 290. Okay, so like 19. All right, let's see. Two 16 to 26. Really? Hmm. I mean, it's slow. I mean, we've seen the price action slow, so I mean they're rallying it back up. Maybe we'll get a pullback here. Maybe we don't. Hey Marty, yeah, any improvements, buddy? They're about to put a switch trade right here, which means most likely they're going to try to pull it down. I mean, why the market is so slow? Our target is 59, 259. About to put a captain setup long here. At 40 to 50 and higher to the 60. We may end up just breaking up here. Like breaking it out. I mean, I could take a shot at it here, but I mean, I'd rather a pullback. I'm gonna cancel this order and take a 5-minute break and come back. All right, so we got captain set up switch trade, and then we went to the 47. Let me see here from less than 10 points. So they took out the stops and they faded them. We're in the same zone from yesterday where we zone from, and oh yeah, and that's where the market just spent a lot of time here before it tanked, right? And it's around the same zone they put that 100 NT Rinko captain setup short. So that's what I was thinking, man. That they should be reacting to that and pushing lower, but not really. Hey, positive for the day, Marty. You had a great day yesterday, right? You probably today probably was a struggle, a little bit of struggle. Here you go. So you traded a little bit more. Excellent, excellent. Good job, man. Up 7,500. Doing what? Doing the same thing that we're talking. You're talking about switch trades. Yeah, the market was a giver yesterday for damn sure. Definitely once we sold off. Good work. It's 10:45. Target is about to get hit here at the 60. Target is hit. Next target is 284. All right, guys, it's 11 o'clock. I'm just going to call it a day here. We've done good, understood price action, took a couple of trades, one for a flat, one for plus 10, plus 11, actually plus 12, 12 points. And there was a lot of follow-up trades. We just got to take them. And we're going to call it a day right here and do this again tomorrow. Guys, have a good one.